Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with To Hell with the Ugly. You play as Rocky, a young man with a certain charm that doesn't go unnoticed. After one night out, you wake up in a strange hospital, kidnapped and drugged. Whatever they did to you last night, they did it. You are pregnant now. No, seriously, I'm just kidding, you are not. But you were actually kidnapped and you need to get to the bottom of this, because these mysterious people stole something from you. I will not spoil what that is. You will investigate Los Angeles in 1950s, explore its darkest corners, meet the locals and immerse yourself in this film noir atmosphere. The game is a pure art, made with love and attention to details. Also a very nice music track and review score close to 90% is what may grab your attention as well. Although keep in mind that it contains nudity, so don't play it with your underage daughter or something. Or play, I don't actually care how weird your family is. Do what you want, but most importantly, subscribe. Maid of Sker. Set in 1898 and based on the haunting story of Elizabeth Williams, it is a tale about a young woman imprisoned by her father to stop her from marrying the man she loves, so you have to save her. Gameplay is focused on story exploration and no weapon survival tactics. Oh, those are the most scary ones. A 3D sound-based AI system is the core survival gameplay mechanic. Hide, run, creep, trap and distract are some of the techniques you'll need to master to survive enemies with super hearing. As you progress, enemies become more difficult to avoid, to the point where standing still and holding your breath is the only option, not for the faint-hearted, that's a fact. Dandy Ace. So Dandy Ace is a fast-paced roguelike experience hugely inspired by Hades, but not blindly copying it. You'll become a fabulous magician seeking to combine and use your magical cards while fighting and looting your way to defeat the green-eyed illusionist who has imprisoned you in a cursed mirror. While battling your way through this ever-changing place, combine different cards with more than 1,000 possibilities, each with their own playstyles and powers. People on Steam are saying that the game is quite difficult, but has great visuals and the gameplay itself is very entertaining. Dandy Ace has a very positive review score on Steam, so it may be the game you are looking for. Project Warlock. He will become a mysterious warlock and embark on a dangerous mission to eradicate all evil. Yeah, seriously, I thought warlocks are evil, but yeah, you are good somehow, and want to smite evil creatures with everything you have. Every single one of them, no matter where and when. You will travel through time and space to wreak mayhem and destruction like in the golden days of FPS games. You'll explore 60 levels in 5 settings, from ice Antarctic base to sands of Egypt or medieval castles. As in all classic games like this, you will find keys to unlock passages, reveal secret doors with golden ammo, use lifts and hidden buttons to access new areas, and of course, finally, you will descend to hell and face the ultimate challenge and emerge victorious or, perish like a puny loser, which will never happen. You are awesome, my friend, never doubt that. Inua, a story in ice and time. In this point-and-click narrative adventure set across several eras, you will embark on a mystical journey to the Canadian North. You will meet a journalist determined to uncover the truth about the disappearance of the Terror. You may know the story of the ship called the Terror that was imprisoned on the ice in the 19th century. If not, I do recommend the fictional TV series called The Terror. I really enjoyed watching that show, so you have all my recommendations. So anyway, you will navigate through the eras to discover what links them together. This is an original and supernatural scenario inspired by the Unlucky Expedition. Shipwrecks, illnesses, mutiny. By gathering clues, you uncover the mystery of this expedition whose fate is still largely unknown. Art of Rally. This is a beautiful racing game. The word art in its name is not just a coincidence. The game looks original and fun. Here you will race across the world through colorful and stylized environments and compete for the first place in the leaderboards with daily and weekly challenges. Here you will experience the golden era of rally in career mode, traveling across 78 stages from Finland to Sardinia, Norway, Japan, Germany, Kenya, Indonesia and Coldberistan. Well, maybe not all of these, but I can't remember which one isn't included. The models of cars are all vintage and range from 60s to 80s. In total, more than 50 different cars. To be honest, you don't need to be a fan of racing, this game is literally for everyone. I played the demo a long time ago, and even if racing games are usually not my spoon of potato salad, I had tons of fun. Also, the review score on Steam is very high, above 90%.
Crazy high.
Well, not as high as Seth Rogen. Spirittea. If you ever saw Hayao Miyazaki's masterpiece Spirited Away, you may be pleased to know that Spirittea is inspirited by this movie. The town here is crawling with troublesome souls, and you are the only one who can see them. So you'd better get that old bathhouse up and running. Maybe that will help them to chill out. The bathhouse is an ancient building hidden up in the mountain, and it's up to you to clean it up and fill it full of customers. And you better be sure that your customers are happy. Spirits aren't something you want to be angry at you. Like, have you seen The Ring? Anyway, once the beings visit your bathhouse, you'll need to clean towels, chop wood and heat the baths, and see the spirits with their friends for the ultimate bathing experience. So no stinky spirits in this game. The Entropy Centre. Here an extinction level event has set the world on fire. You appear to be the last remaining person alive, so you could just move into rich people's houses or a bunker with fancy pools and golden spoons, but instead you are like, no, I'm going to the Entropy Centre where mankind's only hope lies at its very core. So as you can see, this is a puzzle game, but it is so innovative and well narrated that it has above 90% of positive reviews. People on Steam are saying that the scenario of the game could be easily remade into a sci-fi movie. It's that good. And if you are not good with puzzle games, don't worry, the difficulty is quite friendly, although it will take time to get used to time rewinding logic. BioShock Remastered. This is an immersive sim shooter loaded with powerful weapons and interesting tactics. You'll have a complete arsenal at your disposal, from simple revolvers to grenade launchers and chemical throwers, but you will also be forced to genetically modify your DNA to create an even more deadly weapon, which is you. So there is only a small chance that you have never heard about the game, but I can assure you that BioShock is one of the best first-person shooter games ever created. And this remastered version includes some additional content, 65 Steam achievements, full controller support, modern textures, and of course 4K support as well. Second part is also discounted, but if you never played BioShock, start with the first part. The game is story rich and it would be a shame to skip a huge part of it. Lonely Mountains Downhill. Sometimes all these story-heavy games can wear you down, so titles like Lonely Mountains can be really refreshing for your brain. Although be careful, this game will change your opinion about bikes as a safe and family-friendly transport vehicle. You'll witness many dumb ways to die and maybe even think about purchasing a helmet for your own calm weekend rides. So here we'll take on a thrilling ride down an unspoiled mountain landscape, make your way across thick forests, narrow trails and wild rivers, race, jump, slide and try not to crash, all the way from the peak to the valley. You'll often fail, but the more you train, the better you become. If you are in doubt, you can try the game demo for free. Sker Ritual. So if you know the first part, it's nothing like that. Maid of Sker was a stealth horror game, and Sker Ritual is actually quite the opposite. Here you will dive into the first-person shooting action like never before. Well, honestly, like many times before, but you know, it's nice. To shoot massive hordes of creepy stuff is always nice. So this is obviously an intense, round-based zombie shooter. You can play it alone or up to 4 players online, and face relentless waves of enemies while at the same time solving mysterious missions, uncovering Easter eggs, upgrading steampunk weapons, and obtaining a vast network of Celtic gods' powers. Game has a very positive review score on Steam, and people who play the game in the comments are often saying that Sker Ritual was above the expectations. It is a very solid game to just have tons of fun. Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. Here you will discover a modernized and revisited version of Agatha Christie's classic book. Set in 2023, Murder on the Orient Express brings the classic tale to life in a way that may surprise even the most dedicated fans. Game isn't blindly following the original story. Here you'll find brand new elements and experience the mystery and suspense of the most famous case of Hercule Poirot. So here a crime is committed on the train. During your trip you are surrounded by a group of singular characters, all suspects, each with their own secrets and motives. And your job is to single out the murderer amongst them. Solving the mystery won't be easy. Through numerous twists and turns you will have to use your enormous IQ to unravel the mystery and bring it to life. I wish games like that had an actual brain capability requirement, you know, so you won't lose the money if you are, you know, a bit dumber. So before you buy, you would have to solve a small puzzle, preferably from the game, to unlock the payment options. If you fail, the game is obviously not for you. Buy some other game, and if you solve it in a matter of seconds, that may tell you something as well. Just an idea, but kinda nice one, huh? Clanfolk. This is a city builder set in the Scottish Highlands. As always, you will have to harness your environment to survive. Fish, gather, hunt, and farm as you prepare for the winter. Build an inn, trade with other clans, have children, and marry them off. You can create your own lineage, you know, a clan of weeklong ding-dongs. Why not? Or choose from an existing clan, and then take charge of the multi-generational family seeking to survive in the harsh Scottish Highlands. Every member of your family here has their own traits, aspirations, dreams, and skills that will probably never become true, you know, because you are in charge and no offense. Anyway, they will care for themselves and for each other, and they will seek to better themselves over time. The game is well received by players, so don't hesitate if you like colony sims. Panorama. If you know the game Dwarf Romantic, which I featured several times in my videos already, Panorama is basically the same, just with different graphic style. Well, not only that, here the world is completely 3D and you can zoom in on your creation and admire all those tiny details you have placed. Like, you know, notice that all the tractors are driven by cats, which is ridiculous and also very cute. So here you will create landscapes and also discover a wide range of structures with special abilities. Enter the world of beauty and tranquility with the panoramas of your own creation. Also, you can pet your animals and get additional scores for that. This is a great relaxing game after a hard day of work, also perfectly suitable for your mother-in-law. SUPERHOT. Yes, it's you, my friend, never doubt that. But also this very entertaining, but also a very short game. The main campaign will take only about 3 hours to complete. Here you will not find the regenerating health bars, no conveniently placed ammo drops. Here it's you, alone, outnumbered and outgunned. You will have to snatch weapons from fallen enemies and dodge through a truly cinematic hurricane of bullets. SUPERHOT is a real slow-motion ballet, where your every move must be calculated. Most people are praising the graphic style of SUPERHOT, but I don't like it. Graphic-wise, it feels like an unfinished game for me. But hey, it's just me. Game has 90% of positive reviews, so if you like how it looks, you will definitely like how it plays. Tribes of Midgard. This is a cooperative survival game in which you must resist the oncoming invasion of giants during Ragnarok, latter meaning the end of the world in Viking language. Here you will need to explore the wilderness, craft new weapons, and be prepared to defend the sacred center of your village from the grim shadows. All the while the giant of Jotunheim stalks closer to your village, seeking to destroy Midgard, and fulfill the prophecy. Basically, this is a Norse mythology game where you can gather a group of up to 10 people and try to survive in a procedurally generated world. The longer you and your tribe survive, the greater will be the rewards. Maybe this time your potato salad will have actual potatoes in it, you never know. Rewards here are great. Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. A ground-based RTS prequel to the classic Homeworld games. It has nice graphics, great special effects and good gameplay in general. But do not expect miracles, campaign is only 13 missions long and it's quite easy. You can beat it in a day. Here an interesting story, fantastic desert setting and beautiful music makes this game one of the candidates to occupy your time, even if it differs from StarCraft a bit. Just don't buy this game if you are interested in multiplayer. Nobody plays it, it's dead. Just like your hopes for your boss to increase your salary. Empires of the Undergrowth. Here you will become an ant daddy or an ant mama, and you will help them excavate nests underground, construct tunnels and chambers to store food and raise the brood. You will control a variety of warrior ant species and wage battles, and command your workers to build and supply your base. Also, you will have to protect your queen at all costs, at the same time navigating the threats and opportunities of the insect world. Missions are narrated from the perspective of a documentary filmmaker who's studying the ants. He offers intelligent insight into the happening of the colony and the undergrowth beyond. Yeah, sadly it's not Attenborough, but you get the idea. People in the Steam comments are saying that it's very fun to play, although it can be hard and frustrating at times. You know, ants are kinda dumb, just like your cousin, but once you get the hang of it, it is really fun game to play. The review score is above 90%, meaning that this may be the game you were looking for all along. Just Cause 3. The Mediterranean Republic of Medici is suffering under the control of a dictator with a huge appetite for power. So this is some kind of Mediterranean Belarus, and you have to show them what freedom looks like. And here it looks like death and explosions of dictator's troops and allies. Here you will be given complete vertical freedom. Skydive, base jump and freedive in an open world the size of 1,000 square kilometers, so you can create chaos in all of this land and have a lot of fun. People on Steam are saying that the game is very fun fun and has almost zero boring moments. The grappling hook and the wingsuit will help you to fly around and cause havoc, and this experience will keep you entertained for hours. To be exact, about 18 hours of your boring life will be made better by this game. Marvel's Midnight Suns. You will become the Hunter, the first fully customizable original hero in the Marvel universe. You can personalize your appearance, choose your reactions to situations, and build friendships with other Marvel characters spanning the Avengers, X-Men, Runaways, and so on. Like in many similar games, you will decide who to take with you on missions, which missions to embark on, and a host of other options to make this a unique experience. The game is made by the creators of the legendary XCOM series, so there is no surprise that the game has a very positive review score on Steam and is appreciated by Marvel fans and by turn-based lovers as well. For example, I liked superhero movies, but when they started to make like 7 of them every year, I stopped watching and I have no idea who half of these superheroes in this game are. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.